What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Woz, and today I'm going to be testing another moneymaker from the OSRS Wiki, and this time it's casting tan leather. Now, I had a look at this on the OSRS Wiki and I thought this looks really interesting, so why not give this a go? Now, according to the wiki, you can make around 860k GP per hour in profit, as well as 129k magic XP per hour, which is really good to be fair. Now, the only downside to this is that it's a lot of clicking and it's not AFK, but you can cast around 8,000 levers, which is 1,600 casts per hour according to the wiki. And this is going to cost me around 18.1 mil in supplies. So before I start, let's go through the requirements. First of all, you will need 78 magic to cast a tan leather spell and completing the quest Lunar Diplomacy, as well as being on the Lunar Spellbook. I would also recommend you completing the hard 3-minute diaries, as that will give you the maximum profit using this method. So that is it for the requirements. Now, for the items needed, I'm using a fire staff as well as astral and nature runes in my rune pouch to cast a tanning spell, and of course you're going to need dragon hides. In this case I'm using red dragon hide just because it gives you the most profit. You would think black dragon hide would be better, but they're not as good as red dragon hide or even blue dragon hide. Now, you are probably wondering why I have 2 extra items in my inventory, and that is because when you cast a tanning spell it will tan 5 hides per cast. Now, when you tan without the 2 extra items you'll have 2 spare dragon hides, and using a spell will only tan the 2 hides, which then you'll be wasting that cast every inventory when you could tan 5 hides instead, if that makes sense. So having 2 extra items in your inventory, of course it doesn't matter which items you have, you'll have the perfect amount of hides to tan. And of course you can set the amount of hides from the bank, but I feel like that's a bit more click intensive. Now, since as you'll be doing this at a bank, you don't need to wear any gear, but I suppose you can wear some form of fashion scope if you want to, which is something I should have thought of before recording, but never mind. So the red dragon hide actually gives you 107.6 GP profit per hide. It doesn't sound like a lot, but times that by 8,000, what the wiki mentions, and you'll make 860k, so really decent. Now, 8,000 is a lot of hides to tan in 1 hour, so I tried my best to be as efficient as possible, but I did one thing that will speed up the process, and that is by setting your bank quantity to all, so you can get all your hides out, and then I hit escape on my keyboard to close the bank instead of manually clicking on the cross in the top right. Now, for me, I had to set this up in game, so all you have to do is go onto the settings option, click on controls, and then click the F1 icon when you set up your keybinds. And at the bottom you'll see escape closes current interface, just tick that and you're all set up. So as you can see, you just left click your hides and then escape using your keyboard, and it's very fast. Now, when I was halfway through this, I thought I'll check my XP rates out of curiosity, and I was getting 121k magic XP per hour, but the XP rates do drop quite fast if you stop tanning for a few seconds, so you kind of have to keep up the pace if you want the maximum XP rates per hour. I wish the spell could tan the full inventory in one go rather than 5 at a time, but that's just me being lazy. When doing this spell you can't see your inventory as you'll be on the spellbook the whole time, so to know when an inventory is finished you just check your chat box and it will say you have nothing in your inventory that this spell can tan. So this just saves you checking your inventory all the time, so a little tip for you there. Also, another little tip for you is instead of clicking a bunch of times on the spell till your inventory is done, just click 5 times and that will complete a full inventory for you. Now, when you tan the leathers, whether you're doing green, blue, red or black hides, you can either sell them in a grand exchange like most people do, or you can actually use them for crafting to make dragon hide armor. Yes, you will lose a lot of money doing this, but this is one of the best crafting methods if you want to go for 99, as doing black de-eyed bodies for example give you 258 crafting XP per 1 body, which is insane XP per hour, but you will lose around 2k GP per body made, so it is very expensive over time. Now, if you don't want to tan the hides using the method I'm doing, then you can tan them yourself, and the best place to do this is in kharid by talking to Ellis, and he will tan your leather for 20 GP per red hide, then you will run south to the bank and repeat. You will be running a lot, so wearing full graceful is a must. There's no quest or any other requirements for this, which is nice. Now, I had a look at what is the best profit for tanning these hides, and red dragon seems to be the best profit for casting tan leather, as well as paying Ellis in kharid to tan. Now, doing this method will make you 478k GP profit per hour, and all you need is 56k GP in your inventory, and the rest will be red dragon hide. Each run will take around 30 seconds, but if you don't have any run energy and you want to walk for a bit, then it will take 45 seconds. According to the OSRS Wiki, you can tan around 2,800 hides per hour, as well as 2,000 hides without the use of run or stamina potions, so still not too bad. So it's entirely up to you which method you choose, but if you want more GP, then I'll definitely go for the casting method. So I'm almost at the hour mark now, and I don't think I'm going to make it to 8,000 hides like the wiki mentioned, but I think I'll get close. Now guys, if you want me to test a money making method for you, let me know in the comment section below and I can do that for you. I'm currently working on another money maker at the moment, and that will be uploaded a couple of days after this one. Now, as most of you may or may not know, I am back at work again, so I won't be uploading my loot from 10 hours for a little while, just because I don't have the time. Hence why I started a new series where I'll be testing money making methods from the OSRS Wiki and compare the results. This is something I wanted to do for a little while now, as I find it really interesting, and it's also something different for me to do. As this will be a loop from 1 hour, this will give me more time to upload more videos for you guys and just keep the content going. If you've got any suggestions for me, make sure you leave them in the comment section below and I'll get round to doing them as soon as possible. Okay guys, so the hour is up now, so let's see how much profit I've made and see if the OSRS Wiki is accurate. Now before I price check the items, I didn't get up to the 8,000 mark in hides. And as you can see, I've got 7,635 hides tanned with 365 spare. I had 73 nature runes and 146 astral runes spare as well. I suppose I could have gone a little bit faster, but anyway, let's see how much I made. 18.5 mil, not too bad. So minus the supplies of the runes and the red dragon hides, which cost me around 17.8 mil, the profit I made was 731k, which is really good to be honest, and I gained 123k magic XP within the hour as well. So on the OSRS Wiki, I would say it's fairly accurate. Of course, if I was fully concentrating doing this, then I would have got very close to the OSRS Wiki. So instead of getting 860k, I made 731k, but I did have 365 spare hides, so I would have made a lot more of course. Now instead of 129k magic XP, I gained 123k magic XP within the hour, so I would say this is about right going by the wiki. Now this is a really good money maker, but I wouldn't recommend it just because it's very click intensive, but if you don't mind then definitely give this method a go to make some extra GP. So that is the end of the video guys. If you like this video, give this a big thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and turn on those notifications so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.